Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to the Excel tutorial, and today we'll be learning about the VLookup function, which is the most commonly used function in Excel. So firstly, what is VLookup is all about? Let's go to the function tab and we can see the description that VLookup basically is a function that helps you look up for a value in its leftmost column. So one important thing to remember about VLookup that anything that you're searching should be in the very first column of your search table. Now we're going to understand what that means because Excel talks about columns in a table, so we need to understand what that's all about. So there are a couple of things that you need to provide. Basically, it needs four things. First is the value that you want to search. Second is the area or region where all the data is residing. Third, which part of that data you want to be searched in reference to the data that you have just provided. And lastly, do you want Excel to search for an exact match, or do you want to search for an approximate match? So let's start using this function. Over here you can see that this is the Excel sheet that we're targeting. We will search an item number from the selected list, and it should provide us with all the details from the vast inventory list that we have over here. So let's start doing this in a plain sheet over here. We already have the list populated. That's done through data validation, which we will discuss in some other video some other day. Today our focus is on VLookup. So over here we have the data that we need to be filtered. I want to search, for example, this item number, and I want its item code, description, quantity, original price, discount, and discounted price to be displayed whenever I search it from the drop down. So let's start off. I click on the cell B3 and click on the function button, select VLookup, and I have the formula window in front of me. So over here Excel is asking me what value do I want to look up. So I select the cell. Instead of giving it a value, since my value can change, it's better to give it a reference of cell where this value you will type or select. Second, it's going to ask me where do I want this value to be searched from. Sorry, I close the window without completing the data. So over here I select this button, go to the inventory tab, and I give the entire data where this value can reside, and I want to search for the item code. Now for our easiness, first let me tell you it's asking me about the column index. So what does that mean? It means the column number that you want to populate over here. It's searching the first column, that's a given. Now it's asking me, out of all the columns that you have given me over here, which column do you want me to display? So since I'm looking for item code, which is column number 1, I select 1, and the last thing it asks me for VLookup is basically whether I want to search for an approximate match or I want an exact match. Now if I put true over here, like so, sorry, gotta work on my spellings. If I search true over here, since I'm giving it a number, so it will be more or less the same for Excel to return me the value. However, if I'm giving a name or a string, then it may match multiple values. So it's better to type false over here. False means that I want an exact match to be returned from the value. It's also showing me the result since I'm searching for the item code over here, so it will return the same thing Let's see if I press OK. There you go. Now, one more thing let me do for everyone's convenience. This is our column 1. So we understand which column to specify. This is our column 2. This is column 3, column 4, column 5, and column 6. So we have 6 columns in our overall table. And just for everyone's convenience, let me do the same thing. Now I am going to search for item description using the same information, but this time I'm going to show you another way of doing it. So I am on the cell where I want to display the item description based on the code provided over here. So I'm going to press equals to, which makes the cell into an editable mode where I can either type the value or I type a formula. So as soon as I start typing VLookup, it will give me the selected formula that matches that word. Now it's asking me the lookup value. I again select K2, press comma. Now I give it the table array. Table array is our data set. So I give it the complete data set that I gave it before. Just copy it for our future references. Select it and Control C it. Then I press comma again. Now it's asking me about the column index. Now remember, we were at the item description, so it's column number 2 for us. I press 2. Now I type false, exact match, close the bracket and press enter. There we have it. We have the item description. Just to check if it's changing or not. Sorry. You see, the details are updating as we're selecting the item code. Now let us repeat the same thing quickly now. VLookup, we give it the source, we give it the destination, and then we give it a column. Now we are on column number 3. I want an exact match again, and it gives me the quantity. Now let's do a couple of more things. From the formula bar, I gave it the array. Now it'll be column number 4. I again type false. You can see it's already returning me the value. Now, oops, that was too early. VLookup, enter the source, enter the destination, and enter the item that you want to display. That be 5. 5 false and presto. Now since it's a discount, so it's better to display it in percentage. So one quick tip, select the cell and go to home. Select the format over here as percentage, and it's a better way to display it. Let's do it one last time. Go to the formula bar, type equals to, type VLookup, give it our source, give the destination table. Just for everyone's convenience, I had copied this part, so I'm just pasting it over here. And last, our column number was 6, and I type false, and it's displaying me the discounted price as well. So now, just to check if everything's as I need it to be, As soon as I change the item number or item code over here, it's returning me the appropriate values from the inventory list. See, so this is a brief look of how VLookup works. There are multiple ways you can utilize it. We'll be discussing a few more in our upcoming videos. This is just one of the way where you have one where you are entering one point and it's displaying its details. You can utilize it in the similar manner in a listed form if you have large amount of data and large amount of columns where you want to search the entire details. So we'll cover that up some other time. So until our next video, if you found this video helpful, please click on the like button and do subscribe to the channel if you are interested in hearing about other features of Excel or Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, and Microsoft Project. So until our next video, take care and Allah Hafiz.